Hello, nature journalers. My name's Mary, and I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite tree journaling techniques today. I found that for me, the more I journaled with trees, the more enamored I became with them. I love the fact that they create great air for us to breathe. I love that they have this mysterious way of communicating underground with each other and supporting each other. And I love the fact that simply walking among trees lowers our heart rate, our anxiety, our blood pressure. So today, this is going to have 3 parts to it. We're going to have, the first part is just going to be a warm-up. We're going to do 1-minute sketches, maybe 5 or 6 of them. The second part is going to be more of a how-to session with an Italian flair to it. And the last part, my favorite, we're going to be drawing trees using sticks and ink. Now, before you start your tree journaling, I would encourage you to spend just 5 minutes with a tree. Get up close to it. Use all your senses. What does it feel like? What does the bark feel like? What do the leaves feel like? Is there any noise? Are there critters up there? When the wind blows, do the leaves rustle? Or are the branches rubbing together and making a creepy sound? Just really try to imagine what it would be like to be that tree. And you might even use your body to feel what it might be like. So, for example, if I were putting my body in the shape of a palm tree, I would make my feet very close together. I would stretch out really tall. I might sway in the breeze, and I would just have this little psst of fronds at the top. Whereas, if I were an oak tree, I would have my legs apart, I would have a wide trunk, and I would have these curvy, robust branches like the trees you see around me. So let's start with just some basic warm-up sketching. I'm going to project some images of tree silhouettes just because it simplifies or eliminates the detail and just simplifies the shape. Because what we're looking for here is just the gesture of the tree. And I'm going to give you 60 seconds for each one. Starting now. Tree warm-up number 1. And time's up. And starting warm-up number 2. And time's up. Warm up number 3. And time. And final warm up. And time's up. Now that you're warmed up, let's move into the second part of trees. How to with an Italian flair. This is a beautiful little book written by Bruno Munari. And although it is a how-to book, it reads almost like poetry. The first tip that Munari gives us is that branches typically split into twos. And with each split, the branches become more and more slender. Sometimes a branch grows long and another grows short, although the pattern stays the same. And then life happens. Wind. Here we are at the point where the sky turns dark and a real and proper storm comes. The tree waves frantically in the wind as if it were afraid. A flash of lightning from the almost black sky hits the tree and disappears in a blaze of light. Through the heavy rain, you can see a part of the tree on the ground. So this is the last part of our tree drawing, nature journaling. And what you're going to need for this part is just some good quality paper, some ink. Permanent ink works the best because if you want to later add leaves to it, it won't bleed. But if you don't have ink, no worries. If you just mix up some watercolor and just mix it really intense, really concentrated, that'll work just as well too. And most importantly, you want a stick. And I've tried a couple of different lengths, and what I really like is a long stick because it gives you less control and it therefore makes a more natural looking drawing. So what you want to do is to hold your stick at the end. You don't want to choke up on it and make it a short stick and cheat. Hold it way at the end, and you want to just dip your branch in the ink And starting at the bottom of your page, holding your stick at about a 45-degree angle, you want to just push up. And at the same time, kind of rotate your stick as you go up the page. And then you're just repeating this process. And while you're doing it, you're remembering Munari's rule of branches dividing in two and becoming smaller with each branching. You can go back and make areas of the tree thicker. And I think you'll find that by using the stick and twisting it, the tree almost draws itself. Anyway, not really any rules for this, which is what makes it so fun. So just play and have fun with it.